Hi, Coach Jenny here to bring you an amazing tip that I share with all of my clients, with all of the individuals that I have a clarity call. And I feel that while I am a health coach that helps individuals prevent diabetes and reverse prediabetes, balance their blood sugar, regain their energy, this is something that I believe everybody should follow. If we all eat this way, our energy levels, our cravings, we're going to feel so much better. It's just a simple thing that you can do and that you will see amazing benefits and you will see the difference right away. Now, what is this diabetes plate thing? The diabetes plate is a way of you plating your meals. If you take a 9-inch plate and you focus on doing this, not necessarily restricting, not necessarily pulling out certain groups from your foods, meaning carbs, protein, and non starchy vegetables. So, including all of them. I personally do not advocate for restriction, but I advocate for balance. I feel that it is more sustainable. I feel that when people get into these extreme diets, it is really not sustainable. You may see some results right away, and guess what? It just kind of bounces back. So, this is the best approach for you to get balanced meals in, find balance with your blood sugar, and it actually helps a lot of people also lose a few pounds. So, this is pretty much it. Now, I am going to share a visual because I feel like some people like to see it versus listening just to me blabbling here. But here is a visual, and I am Hispanic, so I had to pick the rice one. Now, here is the visual, and here is the template. Now, what does the template says? Half of your plate, right? You see how the line is here? Half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables. And this math is actually from diabetes.org. You can actually purchase it. So you see how it has all the different vegetables that you can add: asparagus, cucumbers, eggplants, peppers, right? Green beans, mushrooms. All of these are in the category of non-starchy vegetables, and half of your plate should have these vegetables. Now let's go to the carbs portion because a lot of people have the misconception that they feel that they cannot have carbs. And that is absolutely not true. I'm a strong advocate of balance. And unless you are indicated by your doctor because of different conditions, having an extreme low carb diet can actually not be as beneficial in the long term. So, quarter of your plate, here is the quarter, should be your carbs. So, you see how it has rice and beans? You see how you can still eat your rice, you can still eat your beans. And here on this mat, there are different options that you can use, right? So here you have your whole grains, your beans, right? Like milk products, you have your squashes, you have your sweet potatoes, right? Fruits and vegetables, right? Tortillas, corn, like all of these things, they should be filling a quarter of your plate. Now, if you go further up, you're going to see that you have your protein. So, what are some great sources of protein? Meat, fish, um, all of these tofu, like they're all listed here. And all you have to do is pretty much just follow this template. And here is like a little visual of the template. If you follow this template, you're going to see differences. So, before we get into anything, before we start tweaking different things, when I start working with clients, this is the first thing that I tell them. Tell them, make sure that every meal that you eat is balanced this way. And I know it can be overwhelming if you have not been eating that way. Let's say some people are like, I don't eat vegetables. So we start slow. Start with one vegetable. Start with one meal and see, like, I'm going to look for one vegetable and I'm going to start incorporating. And then explore every week, explore a brand new vegetable. I have seen drastic changes with many of my clients that they started pretty much not having a balanced plate at all. It was either very carb heavy or it was either very protein heavy, and they didn't have any sort of fiber or any other nutrients in their plates. So, starting with that, that would be amazing. I am going to show you as a bonus um, another plate that is a bit more generic, right? Like I showed you a Hispanic, a typical Hispanic plate, but here you can see that this is, again, the same module. You have green beans, you have some carrots. Here you have chicken. It could be fish. It could be anything that you like in terms of protein. And here you have some roasted potatoes. So you see how you still have carbs. You can still enjoy those carbs and not necessarily spike your blood sugar. The whole point is to incorporate these things and have them together. Now, for more tips, continue to follow. And if you do want to have an amazing free resource, I am going to link below where you can get my blood sugar balancing snacks list. Because a lot of people are like, well, how can I actually start doing a small step? That can be a small step that you can do. And figuring out what you can have on that mid afternoon that you need a little something. How can you incorporate something that is balanced and it's not going to spike your blood sugar? Have an amazing day.